The Old Man and the Sea.
Chapter 1.
Santiago was an old fisherman. He taught a young boy called Manolin to be a fisherman, too. The old man needed to catch a big fish because he was very poor. But Manolin's parents didn't want him to go fishing with Santiago. Because Santiago was old, he did not usually catch many fish. Santiago had old clothes and only a little food. He lived in an old house by the sea. The other fishermen were kind to the old man, but they were sad because he was poor. Manolin visited the old man every day. He helped him and he carried things for him. In the evenings, Manolin sat with the old man and they talked about baseball. Santiago told him stories about Africa. He traveled when he was a young man. There are many fishermen, but you are the best, said Manolin. Manolin loved the old man. One day, Santiago wanted to go fishing. Good luck, said Manolin. Manolin helped him with his boat. The old man sailed out to sea. He went far because he thought he could find a big fish. Manolin looked for Santiago from his boat while he was fishing with another man. He was worried about Santiago, but the old man was strong and he was a good fisherman. Santiago loved the sea and he knew the sea was his friend. He wasn't afraid and he sailed for a long time. Santiago knew that it was important to be patient to catch fish. While he was waiting, he watched the birds. The birds showed him where to find the fish. He thought of the beautiful turtles he often saw when he was fishing. He loved the turtles. He watched his fishing line and he waited for a big fish. It was very hot. He waited for a long time. And then he saw his fishing line move. He knew that there was a very big fish on it. Santiago carefully held the fishing line. And he knew there was a very big fish there. He thought that it was a marlin, which was one of the biggest fish in the sea. He was an old man, and he knew that it would be difficult to catch this fish and take it home. But he was strong, he was a good fisherman and he needed this fish. The marlin was very strong. The fish was on the fishing line. But the old man could not pull the fish onto the boat. The fish swam fast and pulled the boat far out to sea. Santiago wasn't afraid. He knew the fish was a good prize, and he could sell it for a lot of money. That night he didn't sleep. He thought about Manolin. He thought about the big fish on the fishing line. "Fish," he said softly, "I'll stay with you until the end." The fish swam for a long time and pulled the boat a long way. Santiago held the fishing line with one hand, and he hoped the fish would become tired. The next day, the old man was very hungry, and his hand hurt. A small bird rested on his boat, and he talked to it. He was sad that Manolin wasn't with him. Suddenly, the fish jumped high out of the water, and the old man saw it. It was bigger than his small boat. The old man knew that this was a wonderful fish. It was strong like him and it wasn't afraid. The old man was now very tired, but he felt strong and he had enough food and water. "How do you feel, fish?" he asked. "I feel good. I have food for a night and a day." Soon it was the second night and again Santiago didn't sleep. He thought about when he was a young man. He was stronger and faster then. "Pull the boat, fish," he said. "One of us must stop. It will not be me."
Chapter 3.
It was night and Santiago was sleeping. Suddenly, he woke up. The fish was swimming fast and jumping out of the water. The old man pulled the fishing line, but the fish pulled harder. The fishing line cut the old man's hand and it hurt badly. He ate some food and rested, and then he felt a little stronger. The old man couldn't rest for long. He knew that the big fish was becoming tired, because now it was swimming around the boat. The old man held the fishing line and he waited. Suddenly, he saw the fish's tail come out of the water. The old man waited for the fish to come nearer to the boat, and he slowly took his harpoon. When the fish was near the boat, he used the harpoon to kill the enormous fish. The fish was too big to put in the boat. So the old man started to sail home and pulled the fish behind the boat. He was happy because he knew he could sell the fish for a lot of money. But he felt sad for the fish, too. While he was sailing home, an enormous shark started swimming towards the boat. The shark was as big as the marlin and wanted to eat it. The old man took his harpoon and he killed the shark, but later more sharks came. The sharks attacked the boat and quickly started eating the marlin. The old man wasn't afraid, and he killed 7 more sharks with his harpoon. After he killed the sharks, he talked to the fish. "You are now half a fish," he said. "Fish that you were. I'm sorry that I went too far out. I ruined us both. But we have killed many sharks, you and I, and ruined many others." In the night, more sharks attacked the boat and ate all of the fish. The fish was now only a skeleton. The old man was tired and his body hurt. He looked at the skeleton and he felt very sad. Santiago sailed home with the skeleton behind the boat. That night, more sharks came and swam around the boat. But they didn't stay because the marlin was only a skeleton. The small boat sailed fast, and soon the old man saw the lights of the houses far away. He was exhausted. "The bed is my friend. I just want a bed," he said. When he got home, it was night. People did not see him. Manolin and all the fishermen were sleeping. He left the skeleton of the fish by the boat, and he started to walk to his house. He walked very slowly, because he was so tired. It took him a long time. When he got home, he drank some water and went to bed. The next day, Manolin saw Santiago's boat. He visited the old man's house. When he saw the old man and his cut hand, he was very sad. Manolin went to the cafe to get some coffee for him. The old man was happy to see the boy and they talked. Manolin wanted to go fishing with the old man again. "Lie down, old man, and I will bring you a clean shirt and something to eat," said Manolin. He wanted to look after the old man. The old man smiled and soon he was sleeping. The fishermen saw the skeleton of the marlin by Santiago's boat, and they couldn't believe its enormous size. They felt sad for the old man. They respected him because he was always patient and hard-working.